We will never make it to our milestone if we can't make it through our moments. So, hello Toastmasters, good morning to all of you. Welcome to 375th milestone meeting of Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. As it is the 375th milestone, please put your hands together and celebrate this moment, because it is the milestone we have. Like, it took a long time to reach this at this stage. So kudos to all of us. Let's start the meeting. As every club has the mission, similarly, Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest has the mission, and mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. There are meeting rules which you need to follow throughout the meeting. First, please switch off your cell phone or turn it to silent mode. Second, please mute your microphone unless instructed by the TMOD. Please keep your video on unless you have the issue with the bandwidth, because nobody likes to talk with the screen. The microphone and video options are in the bottom left corner of this Zoom window. There are few more rules as well. Do not share your screen unless instructed by the TMOD. You can use emoji, thumbs up, and claps to react throughout the meeting. For role players and especially for speakers, it is advised to pin the timer window. Greetings. The correct way to greet is Madam President, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guest. Good morning or good afternoon. And last but not least, do not forget to smile throughout the meeting. Now let's take a round of guest introduction. Do we have guests in the meeting?
Yeah, I see Abhilasha. Abhilasha, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello.
Yes, Abhilasha.
I'm sorry I cannot join through video.
No worries. No worries. You can tell your like profession, how you came to know about today's meeting, and that's all. And you can add your hobbies as well.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Abhilasha Jhalani. I used to be part of Pune Toastmasters Club when I was in Pune. Now I moved to Hyderabad. And then I wanted to resume Toastmasters, but pandemic happened and I could not join a club. And then because of many other reasons, I could not come back to joining the Zoom meetings. So today I saw I'm part of the group and I saw the meeting request. So I decided to join, and I'm planning to slowly get back into joining Toastmasters and resuming my journey. In profession, I'm a designer. I used to work with Tata Motors. Now I work with Kia Motors. So basically my job is to design cars. Well, now I'm based in Hyderabad, but I'm joining the meeting happening in Pune. Yeah, that's about me. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the beauty of an online meetings. And as you are the die-hard Toastmasters, like if you are once a Toastmaster, then you are become a Toastmaster for the lifetime. So I hope you will join us as soon as possible. Do we have any other guest?
I see Ashutosh. I'm not sure. So, hello Ashutosh. Would you like to introduce yourself as well?
Yeah, hi. I think I am not a guest. I don't know if I am or not. So, Hi Mayur, hi everybody. I am Ashutosh. I joined Toastmaster months back. Then because of my office obligations, I could not continue. But from maybe perhaps next month, I'll join it again. So
Yes, yes, Ashutosh. Thanks, sir. Thank you for joining us. Great to see you back again. We are missing your jokes when
right.
clicking the online the photographs. Please join us as soon as possible. Any
Yes.
other guest?
We have Dipshi Goyal. Dipshi, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi everyone. Good morning.
Good
So
morning.
my name is Deepshi Goyal. I'm studying at SMHRD and I'm doing marketing. I have a prior work experience in IT and I was earlier a part of Toastmasters Club in Gurgaon.
Nice. How you came to know about today's meeting?
No, actually, just now I was searching for a club in Pune and I got to know that we have a meeting at 11 o'clock. So I contacted somebody from the Toastmasters Club, Pune. That's how I got to know.
Great to see you here. I hope we hope you will enjoy today's meeting. Thanks for joining us. Do we have any other guest?
I believe not. We can proceed.
Okay. Now I will hand on the battle to our TMOD who loves magic, who has recently joined the IT company, who is by profession the teacher as well. He has couple of hobbies and who is very active in Toastmaster community, who is none other than our Toastmaster Chandrashekhar.
Thank you so much, Sajin, that I'm Toastmaster Mayur. Even I was not knowing these many facts about me. Thank you so much for reminding me. I have just noted it down. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Welcome to the 375th chapter meeting of Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest. I am Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, the Toastmaster of the today's meeting. And I welcome you all to this special meeting. Now, why is it special? When we start something, it is important to take the next step. And a couple of days ago, I was reading this one beautiful quote: take the first step and then take another. So, it's milestone is just a 8-point. On the stage and deliver the presiding officer address. Over to you, DTM.
We have come. And after that, we means the basic importance of a milestone is to look back as well as look forward at the same time. So we can term milestone as being a golden mean, wherein we can look at the 360-degree perspective and just see that what we have done in the good terms and what we could have done and what we could have done can be done coming forward. That is what a milestone means. And the magic figure that we have in front of us today, 375. So 300 plus 75 means 3 shatak or ek hirak. 375. I guess this figure we generally get to hear when in the test matches. Regarding Toastmasters, that too in a virtual setup, celebrating the 375th milestone meeting is definitely not a mean thing. That we have come this far. And we also pledge this to ourselves, keep this going. 375 is definitely a milestone, but it is not a stoppage. I would say that it is, and rightly so, because next Sunday is our club level contest, so we need to be energized enough. And it's always good to start something with something good in mind, with having good memories, carrying forward the good memories. And this reminds me of our Cadbury Dairy Milk ad, kuch meetha ho jaye. So let's celebrate something sweet with our sweet memories, with something sweet to come along. And these sweets will be distributed and another then
I remember my first meeting. I was so much scared, not knowing what I have to do, what is going on. But then I started learning things, and this was actually a quite learning experience. I still sometimes look at those YouTube videos where I'm fumbling a lot, and I still do, but there's a change in myself. So I believe milestones are important in our life. Now, for the benefit of the guests, which will be followed by the moment of glory. So to do that, we do need some people. And for that, let me call upon the stage who will be acting as the timer of today's meeting. Timing is an essential part of public speaking. And to act as a timer, we have someone who is an engineer by profession, who loves coding and currently working in AI and has a hobbies of solving Rubik's Cube. So with that, I would like to call upon the stage Toastmaster Abhishek, who will explain the timing guidelines.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, for calling me on the stage. And so, in the speech, we have a certain time limit that we have to speak. The time limit is decided by the Toastmaster International, and in this meeting, I will give some signal to tell you whether you have reached that milestone or not. First, there is a minimum time allowed in the speech. That's so. The minimum time. Sorry about it. Yeah, so in the speech, first of all, you have to reach a minimum milestone to be qualified for the voting. When you reach the minimum milestone, I will show you the green signal. After that, when you reach the minimum and maximum milestone, I will show you the orange signal. And after that, when you reach to the end of your session, I will show you a red signal. After that, a 30 second of grace period will be given to you. That's it from my side, and over to you, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhishek, for explaining your role. How many of you love Shah Rukh Khan? Can I see some raise of hand? Even I do. And that famous iconic dialogue, "Hey Kiran." Now that dialogue only suits to I would say Shah Rukh Khan, but in general, using those sound can create an impact on your speech. So to keep track on those R's and we have someone who will be playing the role of R counter. By profession, she is banker. And now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Tulsi to explain the role of the R counter.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. Good morning, Madam President, fellow Toastmasters, TMOD, and dear guests. I am happy to be the R counter role for today's meeting. My role for R counter is to count unnecessary words and unnecessary sounds and repetitive words like but I will prepare my report and present it when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you. Back to you, Chandrashekhar, Toastmaster. Toastmaster of the day, Chandrashekhar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tulsi. Now, words are really important, but along with the words, whatever we are saying should be conveyed to the speakers and all the listeners. So to keep the track on the good English language speakers, I would like to call upon someone who is by profession. She is just a student and doing final year of her engineering and likes traveling. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Shalmali, who will be playing the role of grammarian. Over to you, Toastmaster Shalmali.
Hello everyone, I am Shalmali. Today I am playing role of grammarian. So as a language evaluator, I will be noting I will share my screen. This is word of the day, metal. Its meaning is spirit or strength during difficulty. Example, they could and should have been allowed to prove their metal. Phrase of the day, no one was quite ready to bail the cat. Anyone want to try the word of the day and phrase of the day?
We
Sure.
know that there is war is going on between Ukraine and Russia, and Ukraine is trying to prove their metal to win the battle, right? But there are one side Russia is there, the other side the whole entire world is there. NATO, then USA. We don't know who will bail the cat to stop this war.
Yes, it was great usage.
I
Thank
try,
you.
Shalmali.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, in Toastmaster, you have to bell the cat to lose your fear.
Yeah. Thank you.
May I try to bring
Yes.
all his citizens from Ukraine to back to India?
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So I request everyone to use word of the day and phrase of the day during this meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shalmali, for presenting the word of the day and the phrase of the day. To be honest, it is really difficult to use the phrase of the day. Because it is actually a difficult task.
As a general evaluator, my role is to observe the proceedings of the meeting and evaluate the meeting in general.
So much general leadership. So I would love to have him as an introduction. So can we have guest Nilesh? Guest Nilesh, can you give us a small introduction about yourself?
Of native alumni in this club. So thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much, guest Nilesh, and I hope you would enjoy the meeting. And I don't have to refer to you as guest Nilesh in the future meeting. I would be loved to see your name as a Toastmaster Nilesh. So with that, now let's begin the first half of the prepared speech section. Every speech has some certain objective. Of the speech, I would like to read out the speech objective of the speaker.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, Madam President, fellow Toastmasters. Good morning to all. The purpose skills during a long-term
DTM Vinod for reading of the speech objective. Now the speaker is someone who works as Caesar Volens, Toastmaster Ankur. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. You would be sharing your background, right? Okay, let me pin you. Okay, great. Okay, let me know if I can begin. Thank you. Thank you. How many of you here have played the seesaw anytime in your lifetime? Please raise your hand if you have. Great. For me, it was always like, it was like the cat, because I was not letting the point. I was always on the lower side, so that I am person that Annette, and I'm the heaviest person among the two, so that I'm taking all the weight and you will be just in the air. Madam President, Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, life is just like a seesaw balance. I realized that in my various phases of my life, when I was a protege, which means when I was a mentee, and when I was the greatest learning that I learned was when I became a mentor. Now, in my 8 years of journey, I have seen the transition of being a mentee from being a mentee to a mentor. And I have seen various mentees, I have seen various mentors. But the last 6 months was very special for me. In TCS Maitri Toastmasters Club Pune, which was a corporate club and which I was a member of, I'm still a member of for this month. I had a mentee named Niharika Jain, and she was a new member to the club. Now, this experience would definitely help all members here and all the on how and what all things you need to learn and you need to know to deal with a mentee for the very first time. Niharika joined TMTCP in last year, and she was a new member. She has not started her pathway. With this new curriculum, the first task or the first challenge is to decide the pathway, which pathway to select. Obviously, Toastmasters International has given you the opportunity and the platform to select the right and the pathway for you through a small test. She did that. We had a very first call. She was very curious seeing all the 11 pathways to which one to go with, because she was interested in motivation as well. She was interested in presentation mastery as well. She also had a humor sense as well, and she was interested in various other leadership aspects as well. So which was the first path that she should go with was the exact question and was the exact struggle that we were struggling with, both as a mentor-mentee duo. Our first task began with choosing the right path. We started with digging in the more questions, and as we realized that she was in a new corporate job and she was having a client-facing role where she had to be more into the presentation segment. So I said that, okay, first pathway is the complementary path. So let's go with the presentation mastery and master that aspect first of all, before we actually move into the other segments or the other pathways. Now remember, to prove your mettle, you don't have to look always backward, but you always have to look in the present and at the back forward as well. And as a mentor, I realized that in my last 8 years of Toastmasters journey, you always need to have that push. You always need to have that long vision, that big picture in front of you, because of only which you will be able to enhance your present. In Toastmasters, our big picture is, what do we exactly want out of Toastmasters? Where do we see ourselves in next 5 years? Not a corporate interview, but a life interview, a life question. And this is the most important one when we mentor someone. So with this, we were able to clarify our first hurdle. we selected presentation mastery. Now she was on the track. She had her first pathway. Now comes another second challenge, to the icebreaker speech. As the name says, not no. It takes courage, it takes gut to give your first speech, the first hurdle. And this milestone, TM Northwest is celebrating 375th meeting. And this is a milestone. But remember, the first meeting had taken various charter meetings, right? Toastmaster Vinod would be the perfect example and the person who had seen those phases as well. So he knows what it takes to reach this particular milestone. Similarly, for any Toastmaster, icebreaker is that milestone in itself that you need to cross. Once you cross that hurdle, you will feel that yes, you have won that milestone, you have actually achieved something. We prepared for that one particular speech and it was about herself. And when we figure out ourselves, most of that are unanswered. She realized that she has 3 transitions of her life. And so we gave the topic as 3 transitions. And with that, she started her life journey. That she decided that she will take part in the contest. And guess what? We prepared for 1 exact month, and she came third in the very first contest she had ever attended. She was in cloud 11, trust me. And feeling when you hear something like this from just feeling that you can ever have. As a mentor, always remember that it's not just about what your mentee learn from you, it's also about what you learn from your. And as she transferred in her journey, I also realized that I have also learned one aspect from her, which was that I did not have in my very first day when I joined Toastmasters. And that aspect is to never give up. She hesitated, she stopped twice in her icebreaker speech, but she did not give up. She came back again, although she overshoot the time, but she came back again. She completed her time without even seeing her notes. And that made me realize that not giving up is the best ability you can ever have in your life. And not just in Toastmasters. Remember, friends, to balance your seesaw, you always have to have that other aspect on the other side, which is not the other person, which is not the other friend, which is always the learning that you are receiving from the other end. Once you have that balance, you will realize that your life, not just Toastmasters journey, your life journey will be very smooth. Thank you so much, and over to your Toastmaster day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ankur, for such an amazing speech. I would request timer to notify me once 1 minute is done, and during that 1 minute of break, I would request everyone to give their feedback to the first speaker, Toastmaster Ankur. Toastmaster Abhishek, is 1 minute done?
Yes, 1 minute is over.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhishek. And what a beautiful speech it was. I see some more guests today, but someone has renamed themselves as Tally Counter, so I'm not sure who that person could be. Something interesting. But before we do that, can we have Rishan, guest Rishan, can you give your small introduction and we may proceed further? Hello, Rishan. Rishan Singh Parmar. Okay, I believe that person is facing some network issue or some. Yeah, hi, Rishan.
Toastmaster Chandra, this is Nankishore. I'm just renaming it.
Okay, great.
Son's name. Yeah.
Great. So I would like to share one small story with you all. And when I say it's a small story, it is actually. So a couple of months ago, I went to one of the Toastmasters meeting, and over there, I was called a speaker. Now, can you believe it was instead of guest speaker, they pronounced my name incorrectly and said ghost speaker. And I'm thinking, who could be this ghost speaker? So what I did later, I gave a speech just about ghost speaker. Maybe someday I will share it over here as well, but that was actually a funny incident for me. I've been called Chandrashekhar and so many names, but I really love that aspect of the mistake that happened over there. Now today, I decided to as general and something for Toastmaster as well. So I decided to have that quiz. Even if you are not a toast, still you can participate, because in the later half of the meeting we will have another quiz where all the guests can also participate. But I request each and every guest to participate in this quiz. And for that, let me share my screen, and I'm sharing one link in the chat box, and I would request everyone to join that link. And let me share. So if you have joined through phone, just scan this QR code, and if you are on PC, I have shared one link in the chat box. I would request each and everyone to join this quiz. It's just a simple quiz. There will be some multiple choice question, and we all know that even if we do Jai Mata Di, we will get the right answer as many times as we want. So yeah, Ankur has joined, Abhishek has joined. I would request, there are 16 people, including me, so I am expecting at least 15 to join this one. I wish I can play this also, but I already know the answer, so that won't be something right for me. So yeah, Tulsi has joined. Yes, Nilesh, please join. Shalmali, I request each and everyone to join. Only after that we will start this quiz. 5 people have already joined. I believe 6. I'm not sure. We will proceed ahead. Okay. I see 6-7 people have joined. I'm expecting all of the participants to join, because this is for each and everyone, just not for me. 8 people have joined so far. Requesting each and everyone. Dipshi, Toastmaster Nandakishore, Guest Nilesh has also joined. And let me just check who else is remaining. Yeah, I see almost everyone has joined. So if someone hasn't joined, yes, Dipshi, are you able to join it? We can have a minute time also. There is no hurry for this quiz. It will take just maybe a minute or 2. That's what I usually say, and I end up giving my 1 hour. Yeah. Okay, I believe we have enough participants. If someone is yet to join, please do inform, and maybe we can wait for 30 more seconds. Okay, so as I said, this will be just a multiple choice question quiz, and how much you know about Toastmasters. So this first quiz is all about Toastmaster. So even if you are guest, you can take a guess and we can proceed further. So let me begin. Okay, the first question, the simplest question: who is the founder of Toastmaster International? One more thing, it's a timed quiz, so you won't be getting too much of time. There are 15 seconds to 20 seconds for each and every question.
Shall we give answer?
Yeah, you have to click on that option. So
Okay.
almost 83% people voted for Ralph's Medley. I hope that is the correct answer. Yeah, Toastmaster Ralph Medley actually started the Toastmaster movement all over the world back in the year, which we will be having in maybe a different question. In how many countries Toastmaster International has club? This was even difficult for me also to find out, but let's see if you know it. And interestingly, 40 people said 143, 20 people said 145, and 30 people said 149. So let's see what is the correct answer. The correct answer was 149. Can you believe in 149 countries there are Toastmasters club and there are more than 3 lakhs Toastmasters all over the world. Okay. For now, we have Toastmaster Jay on the leading board. Let's go ahead. What was the main line written on the cover page of the March 2021 newsletter, which was shared in the group, if you remember? So please do read out the magazine that are published by Toastmasters. Yeah, as we all can see, 75% people have voted for celebrating women around the world, and that is the correct answer. If you see the first page of Toastmaster International magazine, which was published for the March edition, the first page is talking about celebrating women around the world. We have Toastmaster Jay on lead. I think I need to stop the leaderboard over here. Which among is the correct hierarchy in Toastmaster district? So if we talk about district, so how does the hierarchy goes? This is actually an interesting question. If you are part of Toastmasters, maybe from a month or more than a month, you must be knowing this. So how does it function? And 38% people have voted for the option B, and 63% people have voted for the option C. And let's see the correct hierarchy. Obviously, first we have the district, then the division, then the area, and then the club. Now I would like to ask someone, does anyone know which district we belong to?
District 98.
Exactly. Which is our division?
C.
Division C.
Which is our area?
C2.
02. And what is our club number? Okay, what is our club number? Who knows our club number?
That is a
Interesting.
difficult question.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we can look at the picture and we will know. But yeah, at least we know which district we belong to, which division we belong to, and what is our area. Let's see. We still have Toastmaster Jay on the lead, and we all know why he is participating in the quiz contest for Toastmaster International. Now, this is an interesting question. I believe most of us know it, those who are part of Toastmaster. DTM in Toastmaster means. Now, this question is easy for someone who is already DTM. And let's see. Oh my God. So you all were listening carefully and everybody has answered 100% distinguished Toastmasters. So that's great. So let's move on to the next question. Okay, I think I should have stopped that leaderboard option. Choose the best suitable line for the Toastmasters. If you know what is the tagline of Toastmaster, you will be able to recognize in just one go. Where public speakers are made, where Toastmasters are manufactured, where leaders are made, where motivational speakers are made. And 88% went with where leaders are made. So Toastmaster is a platform where leaders are made because the world needs more leaders. A leader creates more leaders rather than just a follower. And the correct answer is where leaders are made. We still have Toastmaster Jay on lead. Yeah. So when we talk about table topic speech, so what is the time limit for a table topic speech? And if you were listening attentively to our timer, you would be knowing it correctly. And 25% people have said 1.5 minutes to 2.5 minutes, and 75% people have said 1 to 2 minutes. And the correct answer is it is 1 to 2 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds. So in order to qualify for the speech, as a speech, you have to speak for at least 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Amazing. We have interesting question. Which are the 2 renewal cycles in Toastmasters? We have to renew our membership in order to learn more things and upgrade ourselves. So which are the 2 most important renewal cycles in Toastmasters? And as we can see, 73% people have voted for the first option, which is the correct option. There are two renewal cycles in Toastmaster. The first one is from April to September, and the second one is from October to March, which consists of both 6 plus 6, 12 months, which concludes to a total 1 year. Interesting. Now, what is the headline of March 22 issue of TM magazine? The first page, apart from the cover page. And I'm talking about March 2022 issue. So yeah, it's just the recent one. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, so I'm not able to see how many people have answered. 67% people said leadership in the change world. 17% people said be a part of today's speechcraft, setting goals and finding purpose. Interestingly, the answer for this is be a part of today's speechcraft. That is what the first page says, apart from the cover page. We still have Toastmaster Jay. Now, this is an interesting question which I had asked previously also. What was the first Toastmaster newsletter called? The toast, the gavel, the leader, or the speaker? Time is running fast. Wow, this is interesting. 33, I think 40. And the correct answer is the gavel. The first Toastmaster newsletter was called the gavel. Now, this is an interesting question. When did the Toastmaster International open membership to women? (1973, 1975, 1960s, and 1983. 1983, I think. Okay, so 38% people have voted for 1973, 25% people have voted for 1975, and 13% people has voted for 1983. I believe that was the year when we won the World Cup. I wish it would have been the same year, but the first when the Toastmaster membership opened to women in the year 1973. Before that, there was no provision for women to become a Toastmaster, but after 1973, we saw some changes in it, and now the world is in a different place. We see so many amazing Toastmasters, and just the list just goes on. When did the first Toastmaster International, okay, there's a small mistake in the question. When did the first Toastmaster International meeting took place? Okay, so the first official meeting of the Toastmaster with the date specific, okay, just not the year. And let's see, almost how many? 67% people voted for October 22, 1924, and that is the correct answer. The first official Toastmaster meeting took place in October 22 in 1924 at YMCA. I am not sure what does that stand for, but it is a club basically. And we still have Toastmaster Jay on lead. Who was the first Toastmaster International female member? Now, as we now know that in the year 1973, the Toastmaster International allowed women to become a member as well. So who was the first female Toastmaster? And let me tell you, that person eventually became the Toastmaster International president in the year 2008. And 57% people have voted for Helen, and that is the correct answer. You can read about the history about that person, and I really enjoyed listening to her story as well. And we have Toastmaster Jay on lead. Yeah, so this is the recent question. Who was the world champion of public speaking in the year 2021? DTM Roger, Verity Price, or Mike Carr? And 83% people have voted for Verity Price, and that is the correct answer. And a couple of weeks ago, I shared one poster where Toastmaster Verity Price was sharing her journey and how she went with that speech. So if you were able to witness that, that was amazing session. It was organized by area director Saurabh along with a different club. So it was an amazing meeting. And the last question, which is not a core value of Toastmasters. So if someone is not using the background, they can read it. I think in my background, it is not there. So among these 5 values, one is not the core value of Toastmasters. And 43% people have said leadership and 57% people have said service. The 4 core values of Toastmasters are integrity, respect, service, and excellence. So leadership is not one of the core values of the Toastmasters, and that is the correct answer. And with that, we have the winner for today's quiz with almost 14 correct answers, Toastmaster Jay. And on the second number, we have Toastmaster. And on the third position, I see we have a tie, Toastmaster Mayur and Toastmaster Abhishek. So to congratulations to Toastmaster Jay, we have something planned for you, and the winner of this quiz will be also receiving some goodies from our club. I hope you enjoyed playing the quiz. Now, maybe it was just mostly related to the Toastmaster, but as I have said, in the second part of the meeting, we will be also having some quizzes which will be general to everyone. Now, I would like to hear some feedback how they found this quiz. So, can we have a feedback from Toastmaster Ankur? Like, how did he find this quiz thing?
It was amazing and interesting, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. I think a couple of questions were very new for me as well. Thank you for this.
And from the guest also, I would like to hear how did they find this quiz? Because we need to know from guest Nilesh, how did you find this quiz?
Okay, it was really good. Unfortunately, I was not right in any questions, but it was quite interesting and I would say I like the method of conducting this session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Nilesh. Now, because of some issues, I was not able to present my screen earlier, but we have a couple of performances which I would like to show up. So let me begin by sharing my screen. Just do let me know if you all are able to see the screen. Just a minute. Are you all able to see my screen? Can anyone confirm?
No.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Now can you see my screen?
Yes, now.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So can anyone guess who is this little cutie? Those who know it?
Minal Man's
Minal
daughter.
Man's
VTM
daughter?
Minal's daughter.
Yeah, but the name, we all know she is VPM Jitendра's daughter. Can anyone tell me the name exactly? Okay, maybe we will have that question later. But I want to tell you one an interesting fact about it. We are not that much punctual or we are not that much consistent with our milestone meeting. But in each and every meeting, she is punctual. In each and every milestone meeting, we always see her performance. So let's see one small musical performance from her side. And please do let me know if you are able to hear the voice as well.
Chandra, you are on mute.
Thank you so much, Sajid Toastmaster Mayur. Can we have a big round of applause for this little cutie who represented a beautiful Marathi song? And now I would like to call upon TM Minal to share one of the poetries that she wanted to share. TM Minal, can we have you on the stage, please?
Yes, Chandra, just give me a minute.
Sure.
Okay, so the theme of today's composition that I'll be presenting would be like in line with my address as a presiding officer, that what we did and what we are supposed to do now. It's in Hindi. So it's the title of the poem is Kadam Kadam Badhaye Ja. So it goes this way. चाहे हो पहला पल या हो 375वां पल, समय का तो काम ही है बीतना, साथ साथ ये एहसास दिलाना कि कुछ कार्य जो आरंभ किए थे हमने, उन कार्यों को आगे है बढ़ाना, खंडित नहीं होने देना है उस परंपरा को जो खटखटाए अपने मन का दरवाजा, जो करे उन यादों को ताजा और जो खोले दिल का किवाड़, जो लाए खुशियों की बाढ़। भटके कहीं भी पंछी दिन भर, लौटते हैं आखिर अपने ही घर। हम पंछी टीएमसीपी नॉर्थ वेस्ट के आ गए निहारते अपने ही घर को, बनाने एक अलग जगह सबके हृदय में, बनाने रोमांचक आपके जहन को और जुटाने आपसे ढेर सारा स्नेह। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Minal ma'am, for creating a story just for our club. Thank you so much for that. Can we have a big round of applause for her as well? Now, we had some amazing session we would like to hear from Toastmaster Swati, but unfortunately she had some commitments and because of that, she was not able to be over here. But for now, it is time for a small break, and after the break, we will be having the most awaited session, which is the table topic session and some other performances. So now let's have a break of 5 minutes and we may start the meeting at sharp 11:58. And Master, can you please start recording? Thank you so much. So welcome back all the fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, and let's start the most awaited session, which is called the impromptu speaking session or the table topic session. And I believe it is like a dancing session, but you don't know which songs you have to dance upon. So to make you dance on some songs, or we get the table topic master, Toastmaster Kunal, who will be explaining what is exactly the table topic session is. Over to you, Toastmaster Kunal.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, Madam President, fellow Toastmasters, my dear guest. Very good morning. So the purpose of table topic master is to present an opportunity for everyone to participate in the meeting, to develop the ability to think on your feet and speak impromptu. I'm going to invite some of you present in the meeting. There will be a voting, of course, for the best table topic master at the end of session. To qualify for the voting, a speaker has to speak a minimum of 1 to 2 minutes. The timer will give the signal. The green card will be flashed at the end of 1 minute. Yellow card will be flashed at the end of 1.5 minutes. At the end of 2 minutes, it will be red card. You will also get a grace of 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. So let us start. Okay. I'm going to call one of you. So may I have Abhishek on the stage?
Yes, Toastmaster.
So the title for you is Sachin 100-100. Abhishek, Sachin 100-100.
Can I have something else?
Okay. So the another title for you is your favorite milestone. Abhishek, your favorite milestone. You have
okay,
30
thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Kunal. We all have heard that life is all about the journey that we travel, not about the destination. And I also agree with that statement. It's all about the journey. But is it always about just moving in that direction? Well, I don't think so. If it's all about journey, then we will get bored, right? So I think it's also about evaluating ourselves, whether we have grown or not, whether we are going in the right direction or not. We are already doing the Toastmasters, but at the same time, it's also about enjoying and celebrating those little achievements, those small milestones. And I think in my favorite milestone meeting is where every one of us would come together. I have not attended the physical meeting yet. I have already joined the Toastmasters when everything was online. But in my favorite milestone meeting was, I think in our term when we all were trying to do something new, when all of us were together. I think every milestone meeting that today also I enjoyed the meeting, and every milestone meeting we have something new to share. So I would not comment on the best favorite milestone meeting, but it's like every milestone meeting is my favorite. So over to you, Toastmaster Kunal.
Thank you. I do agree. The journey is equally important to the milestone, but milestone will definitely showcase us a new path for a new beginning. Okay. For our next speaker is Mayur. Mayur, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So the topic for you is action is the key to all success. Mayur. Mayur, action is the key to all success. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kunal. If you can't fly, then you can run. If you can't run, then you can walk. If you can't walk, then you can crawl. But every action should be towards achieving your goal. And that's so whenever, like, if we have to do something, then we need to take an action, and that the small steps will help us to achieve our goal. I remember I had a goal. I had a goal to, like, I want to, in next 1 year, I want to get a good package. I want to try to get a 16 LPA. I'm targeting to get a 16 LPA package. And to achieve that, I'm taking small steps. So my every action is inclined to that goal. Every day I'm learning new thing, and in my current job, I'm working to complete those tasks and achieving, like, trying day by day. I'm working on the task or the goal which I have set. So I believe that we can, if we have a goal, then we can work on every step every day, and we can reach to that goal. We all remember that, we every day we need to take a pledge that every day we have to make a count, and every single step we need to count. And while doing that, we can try to achieve what we have desire. So yeah, I do agree, every action matters a lot. Thanks. And back to table topic master, Toastmaster Kunal.
Thank you, Mayur. You really inspired me again today. Thanks a lot. So I'm calling upon the next Toastmaster. Can I have Ankur on stage? Ankur, are you ready?
Yes, Kunal. Yes, Kunal. I was
Okay.
speaking on mute.
So the topic for you today is never settle. Ankur, never settle. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kunal. We often think that once we accomplish a task, it's done. I think the wrong analogy of the word goal is that it is most probably misinterpreted by most of the people, that once we achieve a certain goal, we feel that our job is done, right? Remember, we have mothers in our home, and a mother's job is never ending, right? It's a job which is available, of which is continuing 24/7, and it's for all the 4 seasons, the entire 12 months of the year, and it never ends, right? She never settles. She knows that her goal is not just to complete or to finish a task, but to move forward with the next task once she has completed a previous task. Similarly, life is all about never settling. Most people, they struggle in different situations of the life because they feel that their job is just to achieve a particular goal, and once they reach there, they are good to settle. But they forget that once they settle, they are sticking to the old habits once again, and they're sticking to the old version of themselves. To move to a new path, you always have to learn that you don't have to settle ever. I'm not saying that when I say that you don't have to settle, you have to always struggle a lot and you'll always have to ask or for more, or you'll never have to satisfy with something. Be satisfied, be content, but never settle in your vision, in your mission, and in your core values. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Kunal.
Really impressed. It was very nice speech, Ankur. Thanks a lot. May I call upon some guest now? Can I have Nilesh on stage? Okay, welcome Nilesh. So topic for you is, if you believe it, you can do it. Nilesh, if you believe it, you can do it. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kunal. Well, I believe it's all about metal, because every invention we have seen till now, till today, it's just because of belief that yes, we can do it. I know that we must have gone through a lot of hurdles, a lot of difficulties, but I feel that every time we build the cat and we got something new. Like right now, we are virtually having this meeting, Zoom meeting. This is one of the invention, but initially somebody must have believed in that. So I believe we should have strong belief system, no matter what we are doing, no matter where we are. But if we have that belief system which is strong, we are sure of, and at the same time we believe in our people, then definitely we will be able to achieve a lot of things. So this is something it's all about trust, it's all about people, and it's all about our mindset. If we have a positive thinking about it, if we have a strong ambition, and again if we have the strong metal, then definitely we will be able to achieve a lot. Thank you, Toastmaster Kunal. That was it.
Thanks a lot. What an speech. Really inspiring. May I call upon Hansa on the stage? So, Hansa, here you go. Your topic for today is importance of milestones in life. Hansa, importance of milestone in life. Over to you. Okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, Hansa, you can go ahead. Okay, so Hansa, you there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your voice is inaudible. Can you try one more time?
Good afternoon, sir.
Great. Go ahead.
Our life is filled with different milestones, such as starting school, entering adulthood by leaving the parental home, and starting work, getting married, having children, retiring, and there are large difference between women and men.
Okay. Let us go to another speaker. Maybe she is having some audio issues. I'm calling upon Asutosh on stage. Do we have Asutosh?
No table topic, master.
Okay, I'm sorry. So do we have Rishan? Can we have him on stage? Rishan, you there?
I believe he is Nanda Kishore. He just forgot to rename himself. Toastmaster Nanda Kishore.
Toastmaster Kishore. Right. Thanks, Chandrashekhar.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon.
Okay. So here is the topic for you. Risk is right.
Risk is right.
Yeah.
I just take 20 seconds to gather my thoughts. Okay, I'll tell you a story. I was today morning for a contest for my kids. Okay. And there it was a contest for basketball for shooting. Okay. And unfortunately, it so happened that out of my two kids, one won, another lost. Okay. Now there's a complex situation. One is happy, another is sad. How to handle it? This time I've taken a risk. As in, earlier I used to console a lot. Okay, you're still a winner. You're still a winner. But why don't you take the risk of not calling a winner, like not calling a loser as a loser? Because it's life. We have to face all colors of life, and we have to face all situation of life. One who take risk and fails, he get a chance to grow up, learn something new, and have that feeling of being a winner next time. Now, that's the risk that everybody needs to take. Why risk? Sometimes it gives you good results, sometimes it will give you, it won't work out for us. But the thing is that we are here to, play our role. And while playing a role, if we make a mistake, we learn from it. Next time, we'll do much better than that. So for that thing, one has to keep trying. And for trying, one has to, counter that fear of taking the risk. So that's what I've taken. And that's what I feel. And I request everybody to take in your life. What do you think, Toastmaster Kunal?
Really touching story. Being a parent, I can very well agree with you. We should be true and transparent sometimes with our kids. Okay, just want to check with Toastmaster of the day that do we have time to continue for a few more topics or?
Yes, Toastmaster Kunal, you can take 2 more if you wish to.
Okay. So may I have someone else who is interested and can raise his hand, then I can.
Toastmaster Kunal, I'll try. Ashish.
Sorry, I could not. Who said?
Ashish.
Ashish.
My
Yeah,
name is Ashish. I would like to try.
Thanks, Ashish. So, Ashish, here you go. Topic for you is keep moving, keep going. Ashish, keep moving, keep going. Over to you.
Good afternoon to all the Toastmasters available in the house today. Keep moving, keep going. I think it should be the mantra of the life. Today, when I got up in the morning, I thought today being a Sunday, I can definitely enjoy my Sunday. So I had a plan to, because yesterday night, I slept a bit late. So I thought, let me just relax today because there is nothing planned for me today. And all of a sudden, my wife came and said, how can you forget? We have a birthday planned on 9th March for our kid, and we have to do a shopping. I said, can't we do it online? Let's do it online. There are a few items only we have to order. She said, no, we have to go out and do that. And I was a bit hesitant, but then I decided it's something which is required to do. I know I have to travel and go out and take some pain to do a shopping, but it will make my kid and wife happy. And that's a life. So when you plan something and you think that possibly I'm settled today or for a life, that's not the case. Like it happened in my case that someone came and just knocked at the door and said that, no, you should not settle. Let's go out and do something extra. So let's keep moving and keep progressing further. That's the mantra of the life. Don't take it so seriously. Over to you, Toastmaster Kunal.
Thanks, Assis. Really nice morning mantras. And definitely sometimes at some point of life, we need somebody to push us. Can I call upon Jay for the last topic for the day? Okay. Jay, your topic is journey of 1,000 miles start from a single step. Jay, journey of 1,000 miles start from a single step.
Hello, am I audible? Sorry,
Yes,
I can't switch on my video, but let me try. Maybe now you can consider define. Okay, journey of 1,000 miles start with a single step. Yes, this is correct. Because I remember there was a story when I started to plan the education for my child. The first thing was which school I have to choose, what type of teachers I'm looking for, and what I want to achieve. Different topic, different questions. Every day I was bewildered with different options. And then I thought, why am putting lot of efforts in it? Why can't I just start? And if the path is not right, let's change it. Simple. But no need to stop at one point. And from that point, I started the journey. I had chosen one small kindergarten play school for my child, and that was really a good choice for me because he started his education in the age of 2.5 years, and that have given him an advancement compared to the other children who started at the 3 years of age. And today, when the same question came in my mind for my second child, I thought, let's go ahead. Let's follow the same way. And now what's the result after doing all this? Both are both the younger students in their classes. But if you compare, they are far ahead compared to their own age children. And that only happened when I took the serious decision to go ahead. I said, yes, let's go, took this step, and then it's done. And now the journey has been started, and very soon we will complete our 1,000 miles also. Thank you, and over to you, table topic master. Thank you.
Thanks, Jay. Today, I got some of the interesting and good guidance where we can take care of our kids, how we can better plan for their better future, which can give them an extra edge when comparison to others. With this, I would like to conclude so many inspiring motivational speech. Thank you. Toastmaster of the day, over to you. Thanks, sir.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for conducting such an amazing table topic session. Just not to us, but it was amazing for each and everyone. I would like to tell each and everyone, as this is a special meeting, so we won't be having any voting. So just to keep in mind that because of that, we won't be having voting for the table topics as well. But I really enjoyed listening to each and everyone. Now, as I said in the starting, that the first quiz was just for the Toastmaster. But what about the guest? So let us have our second round of quiz. And I'm sharing the link in the chat box. And I request everyone to join that one. I was really bad at that quiz. So that's why I want you all to play it. So if you are joining through your phone, you can scan the QR code, or let me activate the quiz. So yeah, I guess Nilesh has joined, Toastmaster Ankur has joined, Venkatesh has joined. I see 15 participants and I want all 14 to be there. Okay. Take your time. We can join within a minute and then we will start this quiz. And this quiz will be of a general mode, so no question regarding the Toastmasters, but some question regarding to the how much you know about your world. So Toastmaster Abhishek has joined, DK Vinod has joined, Shalmali. I request our counter to join as well. All the role players, please join. All the guests also. Let me check upon who else is remaining. Guest Hansa, I would request you to join as well. Toastmaster Nandikishore, Table Topic Master, please join. You see, 7, 8, 9 people have joined. I'm waiting for 2, 3 more people to join and then we can begin. If somebody is facing any issue, please do let me know. You can either use the link or you can simply use the QR code and join this contest. Okay.
Vinod sir has raised the hand, I think.
Yeah, DTM Vinod, please.
Yeah, last time I joined, but this blue button were not working. Almost all questions was right from my side, but blue button or the answer, it was not working.
Okay. I'm not sure what could be that question, but let's give you the benefit of the doubt because those all questions were really easy for you, DTM Vinod. I believe so. So yeah, I think let's say if it is not working this time, maybe it could be some issue from their end or our end. But you were able to see the questions, right? So let us enjoy in that way. So let's start the quiz. This is a small quiz and let me start with the first question. Really simple question. Which is the largest water body on the earth? I am really bad with geography and history. So that's why I chose this specific quiz only. So let's see how many of you know. And this is a time bound quiz. So do not try to do Google or something.
Able to join.
Okay, who is not able to join?
Yeah, Ansha.
Okay, Hansa, I saw you over there. So can you try joining one more time? If not, you can just note down and see over it. I believe it would be some issue from the network end. Okay. So for the time being, let's just enjoy this quiz. Not to worry about it. This is not an exam, just a quiz game for visit. So you can have answers in your mind and still can play this game. So 56% people have voted for Pacific Ocean, which is the correct answer. I gave Indian Ocean when I tried this quiz. So good job done. Let's see the next question. Yeah. Who was the first independent YouTuber to hit 100 million subscribers? Now, this is an interesting question. If you were following the tragedy that happened maybe a year or two ago, you would be knowing the answer. T-Series, Mr. Beast, and Philip, as his name is sounding. And I believe most of the people will give the correct answer. And 38% people said Mr. Big. 38% people said PewDiePie. That's how its name signed. And 25% people said T-Series. Though T-Series was the first YouTube to get over 100 million, but it is not an independent YouTube channel because it's a company. So the correct answer is PewDiePie, and I would recommend each and everyone not to watch his videos because that might create some chaos. Now, if you were attending the meetings from past, I did one meeting where I was TMOD and I played the role of TMOD and I talked about Bollywood history. And over there, this question was also there. So, which was the first Indian film with sound? Avara, Raja Harishchandra, Aparajito, or Alamara? Let's see how much you know about the Bollywood history. And 56% people voted for Raja Harishchandra and 33% people voted for Alamara. So let me tell you, the first Indian movie was actually Raja Harishchandra, but it was without sound. And with sound, the first movie was Alam Ara. Though we are not able to retrieve the actual videos from it as we lost it somehow, but we do have the history of it. And let's see. Who was the first woman president of Indian National Congress? Okay. Who was the first woman president of the Indian National Congress? This is more of a history question, which I'm really bad at, but let's see. If you can guess this question correct, that would be really amazing. And let's see what are the answers that we got. 20% people said Annie Besant, 55% people said Indira Gandhi, and 18% people said Sarojini Naidu. However, the correct answer is the first option. Indira Gandhi wasn't the first woman president of Indian National Congress. Annie Besant was, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. We all have seen the painting of Mona Lisa, which was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. Now, what is missing in that painting? Is it the hair? Is it the ear? Is it the eyebrow and the lashes? Or is it the nape, nostril? Let's see. And I believe each and everyone has seen that painting, so it's not like something that we don't know. And let's see. My internet connection is slow. That's great. And the correct answer is eyebrows and lashes. Okay. Are you all able to hear me? Okay. Let's go ahead. Now, this is an interesting question. Do you know the last letter added to the English alphabet? Which was the last letter that was added to English alphabet? And I believe the year was maybe 1500 and something. It was 1400 century or 1600 century. So maybe our grammarian might be knowing it. Even I was not knowing that, even after being English teacher for as many years. And the correct answer is the letter J. So 60% people have voted for letter J, which is actually the correct answer. The letter J was added in the year 1500 in the English alphabet. The Long Walk to Freedom is based on which world's leader life? The book, The Long Walk to Freedom, is based on which world leader's life? Is it Mahatma Gandhi? Is it Nelson Mandela? Or is it the Martin Luther King Jr.? I have a dream. And let's see what are the answers that we got. And 50% people said Nelson Mandela, and which is the correct answer. And let me see. Yeah, this is an interesting question. If you add the opposite sides of a dice, the dice which we use for playing Sudoku sometimes, I don't know, we play Sudoku, or maybe snakes and ladder. What is the number that you get? Is it 6? Is it 8? Is it 7? Or is it 9? And please don't cheat using dice if you are already having it by looking at it. Just take a random guess. And I believe most of the people, yeah, 50% people say 7, which is the correct answer. So the faces of dice are like that. Now this history relates to American history. So who was the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence in 1976 in America? Was it John Hancock, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, or John Adams? First to sign the Declaration of Independence in the year 1776. And the correct answer is actually John Hancock was the first person to sign the Declaration of the Independence. Now, this is not a general knowledge question. This is just I put because I wanted to it. So what is the correct response to this question? So what are your superpowers again? Let's see how many of you know this iconic dialogue if you guys do watch movies. I believe everyone will get this correct. And 50%, 45% people said super fast, 9% people said laser beam eyes. And the correct answer to the question is I am rich. This is the most iconic dialogue from the movie Batman. So if you have seen that movie, you might be knowing it. And the winner for this general quiz is Toastmaster Abhishek. Congratulations, Toastmaster Abhishek. Can we have a big round of applause for each and everyone? I believe this was more of a different quiz. Even I was not prepared for it. Congratulations, Toastmaster Abhishek. Amazing. And I am really bad at general knowledge and history, so that's why I was not playing it even after knowing the answers. No, I wanted to do something extra for today's meeting also. I see Toastmaster Swati is not here, so we will continue with further meeting. I know I always talk about magic and movies or magic. And people always think that in my pocket, I always carry playing card, which is actually true, but not for magic. I just like carrying it. So I wanted to do something different today, and that trick is called as no more. So it works sometimes and it works sometimes. So that's how it is. So for that, I want to break one rule of the meeting, which says, please keep your mobile on the silent phone. Because for this trick, I would be requiring each and everyone to use their mobile phone. So my phone is already here. Can everyone turn on their calculator? Okay, so this is more of a mathematical trick. I was bad at math, so I try to use what we say. I'm not sure what was the exact word. Can you all see the tablet that I'm having? And I would request each and everyone to turn on their video because I want everyone to participate in this. Okay, let's see. And okay, if you are joining from your phone, please then don't. But if you are having two devices, then you can use. So I'm having this tablet and there's really big calculator on it, and it is showing 0 if you all can see. Now I want all of you to participate in this one. So first I would like to ask any 3-digit number from maybe guest Hansa. So can you share any 3-digit random number that could be your CVV if you want to, or any 3-digit number? Guest Hansa, you are on mute, so I'm not able to hear you.
252.
252. So I want each and everyone to type 252 in it. And now I see someone has posted in the chat box, which is 678. Okay, we can go ahead, but let's have from guest Nilesh. Guest Nilesh, would you like to give any 3-digit number again? Please don't share your CV. That was just for the joke. That is a confidential information.
180.
Yeah, so I want each and everyone to do this, just not me. I want each and everyone to do. So you chose
180.
Okay, really small number, I would say. So I want everyone to multiply with the previous number by 180 and click on plus. So 43,360, that is the answer came in mind. So is my calculator working fine or is it just in your calculator? So 43,360. Is it clear? I hope so. Now I want someone else to also give a 3-digit number, any 3-digit number. Or let's make it a bit easier. Let's have a money count. So we have from 10 lakh, or what we say, any number that you want to add in it, any number in any random number, but please be specific. Can we have from Sergeant at Mayur, any number that you want to add to it? Okay.
You want 3-digit?
No, any higher number, 1 lakh, above 1 lakh or something.
Okay,
Let's try to add it.
17 lakh.
Okay, not that much big. I said around 1 lakh or something.
Okay. 80K.
Let me give you around 10 lakh. So any number that you want to add, but let's go with 80,000 as you said, right?
Yeah.
So I think my phone got logged. 80,000. So I want each and everyone to add 80,000 to it. 80,000 is, I believe, 80,080, right? So 125,360. That is the random number came in my mind. And what about you guys? Please be okay. I want each and everyone to do it. Please show me your calculator. I want to see in your calculator as well, not only in mine. Okay, Abhishek, I think you have turned on that Zoom background mode. So maybe, yeah. So we are on the right path, I believe. Now I want to add a random number to it. So I want a 4-digit number from Gamerian Shalmali. So Shalmali, can you share your 4-digit number? That could be your UPI ID if you want to. So let's go with the 4-digit number.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, that much easy. This is your UPI ID?
No, it is not
Nice.
UPI ID.
Okay, let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's add 1, 2, 3, 4 to it. And we have 126594. Am I right? This is the number that we all are having. Clear? Now, let's try to add one more random number. I don't have my brother right now, so I would have asked him to do so. But please, can anyone note down this number 126594? That is the number everybody is having. Clear? And let me hit 0. And for the time being, I will keep my phone like this, and I will just try to touch upon and try to generate a random number. So to keep the probability that I'm not specifically putting some number, just let me know once I have to stop. This is a big tablet, so I'm just touching wherever we want. I think I have touched 7, 8 times. So I think, yeah, a big number that came up, which says really big. Can anyone read this for me? In 374,933,728. Right? So I want you all to add this number to the ongoing calculation. So what was the first number before this? Can anyone tell me? Because I would be also able to add that number.
126594.
Okay, please repeat one more time. Let me note it. I don't want to miss that number also.
126594.
Okay, and I want each and everyone to add this number to this. Okay.
Can you show
What is
it
this
properly?
number?
Can you tell me one more time?
594.
594. Okay, and this number says 374,933,728. Clear? So let me add that number 126,594 to it. And this is the number that generated. Am I correct? Is this the number that we all got? Okay. And if that is right, I just wrote one prediction maybe an hour ago, and that kept it over here only. Okay, with my photos. Sorry for that. And I wrote just a number on it. And can you believe that is the same number that we got up to 375060322. Okay, it's not 21, it's 22. But that is not the interesting fact. Can you believe what does this number represent? 375 is the chapter meeting that we are having. 6 is the date. 3 is the month, and 22 is the year that we are already having. And that's it from my side. And with that, I would like to hand over the stage to our general evaluator for having the evaluation session. Thank you so much for being over here and being part of this magic trip all along with me. And over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Venkatesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So we will start with the evaluation round, and to evaluate the first speech by Toastmaster Ankur, we have someone who is the logistic professional and who is into the logistic from last 35 plus years. And his hobbies are reading books, traveling, and making new friends. Let's welcome distinguished Toastmaster Vinod.
Thank you, General Evaluator. After so many interesting quizzes and calculations, I have to prove my mettle for the evaluation is concerned, and I need to belt the cat about so many thoughts in my mind about this good excitements. Okay, overall, good afternoon, Madam President, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, and a special good afternoon to my speaker, Toastmaster Ankur. It says it's a first 10 seconds. First 10 seconds, you have to hook the audience. And my speaker exactly did the same thing by asking the questions. It's a great way to start the speech to hook the audience. And my speaker did the same thing. He spoke about the seesaw balance in his life for last 6 months. His project was to speak about last 6 months as a mentor, how he supported to his mentee. So he spoke of in the entire project of seesaw balance as a title. The board opening was a fantastic, very, very attractive opening. How he hooked the audience. In the body, he spoke about how his mentee challenged to select the part, overcome the fear of icebreaker speech and everything. And at the end, that is closing, he learned many things, many messages, which was the main message was the never give up. So it was a great opening, body and closing as far the speech is concerned. The transition was fantastic from opening to body and closing. And his hand gestures were matching with his words, right? Hand gestures, moving hands according to words, that I like the most. What I like the most, that at the end of the message, whenever we deliver the speech 5 to 7, what is in for me? What is the message for me? So it was a great message that you should never give up in any situation. This is all about the goodies about the speech. Now, if you ask me the recommendations, as per my feeling, as per my observation, there are 2 recommendations. First, when he was speaking about his mentee, she was curious, she was interesting, she was very interesting about the speeches and choosing. No pauses. Pauses plays an important role, right? She was interested. She was curious. So I felt the entire speech was monotonous and without any pauses. Maybe our counter will result as a flawless speaker. I do agree, but sometimes pauses plays an important role in our speech, number 1. Number 2, I needed some voice modulation with the expressions. When he spoke about that Niharika Jain was fearing about the icebreaker and she failed twice, and finally she spoke about icebreaker. She also prepared her speech and she stood 3rd number. Expressions, right? It is a great achievement for the mentor. So you must express some with the good expression on your face. She stood 3rd number, right? So expression with the voice modulation also, what I suggest. Overall, a great speech, great opening, great body and great closing, great message with your pauses and expressions with the different voice modulation will help you to improve in your next speech. Over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you very much.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Vinod, for a wonderful evaluation. Now let me call upon Toastmaster Shalpali for her language evaluation report. Toastmaster Shalmali, over to you. Toastmaster Shalmali?
Yes. I am presenting my screen.
Sure.
Good usage of words. Shatak and Hirak, these words was used by TTM Kunal. Never give up. It was used by speaker Ankur. Usage of word of the day and phrase of the day. They were used by guest Nilesh and DTM Vinod. Let's have a big round of applause for the speakers. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, language evaluator Shalmali, Toastmaster Shalmali. Now let us go ahead with the R counter. I request R counter Toastmaster Tulsi to present her report. Over to you, Toastmaster Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venkatesh. Here is my R counter report. First of all, I would like to mention the flawless speaker. For today's meeting, it was TM Ankur. And Let's have a big round of applause for TM Ankur. Now I would like to proceed with my detailed report of all the filler words. Let me share my screen this time. Yeah, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Please go ahead.
So, DTM we know unnecessary pauses was 1, and then comes to TM Kunal. He uses so for 3 times, unnecessary pauses for 2 times. Nilesh, so 1 time, 1 time, and 2 time. TM Ashish, so uses 1 time, 2 time, and TM Nand Kishore, he uses 3 times, 2 times. And then comes to the role players. TM Chandrashekhar uses and 1 time, so 2 time, 1 time, 1 time, unnecessary pauses 2 times. TM Shalmali took pauses for 2 times. TM Abhishek, so for 2 times, unnecessary pauses 2 times. And then comes to TM Mayu and 1 time, so for 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, unnecessary pauses 2 times. And I would also like to mention TM Jay was flawless, as well as TM Chandrashekhar, TM Venkatesh was flawless. So just a big round of applause for them also. And that's all from my end. Thank you. Back to you, TM Venkatesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi, for a wonderful report on our counter. Now let us go ahead with the final evaluation report from my end. So I will be evaluating each and every role player. Let us start with the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Mayur. Toastmaster Mayur has started the meeting on time, that is sharp on 11 a.m. He explained the rules and stated the mission of the club very well. He has also presented his screen, which makes all the audience easy to read the mission of the club, because sometimes we miss and there could be a confusion that whether we have read the mission or we have clearly understood the mission. So it was really great today that you have played a role in such a way that you could able to present your screen. You took the guest introduction very well, covered all the guests. I was closely observing that all the guests are covered or not, but you have done it very well. Also, one thing which could have taken, you could have taken care, that is you could have asked all the guests to rename themselves with prefix guest, which helps later session during the table topic session to the table topic master to recall their name just by searching the guest to give the topics. So that could have been taken, and you could have shared the agenda in the chat. So these are the minor recommendation from my end. Moving on to the table topic master. Table topic master, you have sent the mailer availability, the agenda on a prior day. And today also you are very energetic and thought-provoking. You brought so many new ideas into the meeting. You explained the theme of the meeting, couple of quizzes to engage the audience present here. So there is no comment from my end. Kudos to you. Moving on to the timer, Toastmaster Abhishek. Toastmaster Abhishek has shown the timer. Role players have been timed properly. So kudos to you. There's no recommendation from my end. Moving on to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Minal. Toastmaster Minal also introduced the theme, explained the theme with some quotes, and it was really great to contribute in the milestone meeting, address all the audience present here. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Meenan. Moving on to the R counter, Toastmaster Tulsi. Toastmaster Tulsi, you counted all the filler words, filler sounds, made a chart, noted it in the Excel sheet. You presented your Excel sheet to the audience, which makes much easier to read the Excel sheet apart from what you are speaking, what you are reading out. So kudos to you on that aspect. Only thing is the flawless speaker, including the speaker and other role player, would have been announced in the beginning of this your report, which you announce at the end of the report, so that we can take care in the next meeting. Moving on to the language evaluator or the grammarian, Toastmaster Shalmali. You introduce word of the day and phrase of the day very well. In a nice manner, you presented your screen with some kind of presentation slide, so which makes easy for all the audience, all the members present here, so that they can use the word of the day and the phrase of the day throughout the meeting. You encourage people to use that during the meeting. People used it. I've seen that the members and the guests tried to use most of the time. In the end, you brought a report. Probably, I'm not sure whether you are not ready with your slides. A small suggestion from my end, if slides are not ready, then you can always take more time, or you can always say that, you can just go ahead without sharing any slides with your reports, which will make you easier to speak in front of the audience. Now, one word which I've seen, two words in fact, I have seen, like Shatak and Hirak. I do not know these words are really available in the English vocabulary. I saw it was written in the Marathi. Probably we are not counting any Marathi word here, so which can be taken care later in the next meeting. So our more focus is on the English vocabulary, where we are making mistakes on a grammar or the good usage of the English word and not so good usage of the English word, which can be taken care in the next meeting. But overall, it was nice. Thanks to Toastmaster Shalmali. Evaluator 1, Distinguished Toastmaster Vinod. Distinguished Toastmaster Vinod started with commendation to encourage the Toastmaster Kunal. And it was really great to see that you used a CRC approach, that is commendation, recommendation, and commendation approach. I do not have any comment on Distinguished Toastmaster Vinod. Moving on to the table topic master Toastmaster Kunal. It was nice that you set a contest. You tried to explain the rule in the beginning of the table topic session before even starting your topics, that how to play the role, what is the time allotted, which makes the guest and the new joiners, new Toastmasters, easier to understand the rule and how to play the role. So kudos to you on that aspect. All the topics what you have chosen were very much relevant to the theme, which is milestone. You have connected all the topic to the milestone and were very easy to use that. So really you excelled on that. You are confident and energetic throughout the meeting. You tried to engage most of the members, most of the audience present here. You started with first the Toastmaster, seasoned Toastmaster, so that the guest understand how to play the table topic, how to speak in the table topic. And it is always advised that you start with the seasoned Toastmaster first, so that the other member who are new can understand and follow the senior member. So you followed that. Kudos to you on that aspect. Third thing which I liked really about your session was you checked on time with Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. You asked Toastmaster Chandrashekhar and took a permission whether you can go ahead with few more topics. So you checked on the time to ensure that we are not exceeding on the time. So you followed all the rules which were really necessary to perform your role. So kudos to you on that aspect. And overall, I would say few general recommendation, some general suggestions from my end, which is like R counter. It may not be relevant to this meeting, but what I feel is the R counts are the unnecessary filler words and the filler sounds. So most of the time we have that format, a tabular format in the Excel, and people, especially the new Toastmasters, they follow that format, and it is not like whatever word speaker speaks, but it's written, so written. So it cannot be performed in that way. Those are only filler words and a filler sounds and a repeated one probably. So if it is a part of his statement, probably it has to be eliminated from the report. So it is not that every word which speaker speaks, we are writing over there. It is a general suggestion for my end, just to increase the awareness and the knowledge of while playing this R counters role. And apart from that, the meeting was fantastic. No other recommendation from my end, no other suggestion from my end. So with this, I would like to conclude my report and back to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Venkatesh, for giving us so many insightful recommendations for today's meeting and what were the good things that we did in the meeting. And we will try to inculcate all those things that you have recommended to us. Now, this comes to the ending part of the meeting, but as I told you, a milestone is a stepping stone and it is the beginning of the new journey. And with that note, I would like to hand over stage to our presiding officer, DTM Kunal, for the closing address and the guest feedback. Over to you, DTM Kunal, ma'am.
Thanks, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, for that overwhelming meeting, and you have actually surpassed the expectations of how the milestone meeting should be. Kudos to you for that, and kudos to all the other role players. Now, I would like to call upon someone who has been, I would say, the kith and kin of Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest. If we establish an analogy, I mean, all of us know over here that this person, we address him as the Bhishma Pitama of TMCP Northwest, for the simple reason that if we correlate it with the actual Mahabharat war, Bhishma Pitama was the only person who knew it right from the day one till the end. And here, the only difference is, here there won't be any end. It would be going on. I mean, it's an ongoing thing. So I would like to call upon DTM Vinod sir to cherish his memories and also to lay down a path for the prospective Toastmasters, because you're the person who is amongst the chartered members of TMCP Northwest. So over to you, DTM Vinod.
Now, if you ask me, I have to start from my icebreaker speech, right? So yes, intention was to attend the Toastmaster. Again, all we have same common intentions or common likings to become a good leader, good public speaker and all. But many times what happens, we start with for the good speaking, but we become the good leaders. We divert to leadership, because many in our personal as well professional life, leadership plays a very important role. That's why we choose leadership as on the public speaking role. There are many good memories with the Toastmasters. It has given me, not me, but everybody, a lot of great milestone. I started with as a guest for 3-4 meetings, then joined. 1st January 2015, I was very active because the club started in Pimple Saudagar. I played treasurer, then VP membership, then president, then area director, then division director, then convener. Again, I got request that I should be president again. Because it was a 1 year, I didn't attend the meeting because I was a eloquence convener. So many, you also feel when you don't attend meeting 4 or 5, you see that fish out of pound in the meeting, right? So that's the main reason why I wanted to again become a president. And in that tenure, there were a lot of challenges that as a president, lot of challenges that maybe we speak sometimes others, but good memories. Yes, we have got good friends and those friends are converted into good families. Still, I am going to their homes and they are coming to my home. We share the good events also we have shared. There are lot of many good memories. And from the first president of that is Toastmaster Club of Northwest till today's president, all are my good friends. All are good friends, and these are my achievements. And one of the hobby to make new friends. And if I list down, there are so many achievements and good memories in my life, and it will continue forever. I'm not leaving Toastmasters. I'm not leaving Toastmaster Northwest. In fact, I am to get more friends. I am a dual member of Pimpri Toastmaster also. So many good memories. As a lesson, if you ask me what I learned not to share any specific personal on a social platform. When we are in the group, when we are chatting, so we should not hate a particular one person. As a general, yes, we can. So that was a bad experience for me. I can share some other, because it's a good memories, good achievements to speak. So overall, a great feelings to be, and I'm a proud member of Proud Toastmaster Club of Northeast. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DTM Vinod sir. And we always look upon you as one of our go-to person whenever we face anything challenging at Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest, because all of us out here have this guarantee that if something challenging comes up, DTM Vinod sir is there to lend a helping hand. And we are always there to look up to you. So
and
thanks for that, sir.
We can learn from challenges also. I'm also learning, and we together will learn.
Definitely, sir. We are there to learn here. Now it's time for the guest feedback. Now I would like guest Nilesh to come forward and give his feedback as to how he found his meeting and what would be the changes he would like to be incorporated after joining as Toastmaster. Nilesh, over to you, Nilesh.
Thank you, presiding officer. I think this is my second time. I gave the feedback last time as well, and I would definitely say that this is definitely going to helpful for me in my professional journey as well as in my personal journey. Whatever sessions we had today, in all the sessions, I was just trying to relate myself in all the situations, and it is helping me to improve my communication, to improve my presentation, as well as the way like you all are speaking. I know that you all have a good experience over here now, and you know like where to take pause and all that elements, elements and everything. So for me, it is all new, but still I'm trying to relate myself. And the main reason is I'm here to build the cat, because as a working professional, every now and then I have to present in the team. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm improving, and I search a lot where I can improve my confidence, where I can improve my communication and presentation skills and leadership skills. So I found Toastmasters is one of the organizations where I can join and I can improve all these skill sets. And then as I'm living nearby only, so I thought that this club would be helpful for me, and where I can learn and implement few things. So that is why like I started joining here as a guest, and definitely I'm looking forward to join this club maybe next week or by like next week. But till the time, I would definitely looking forward for your help and support during these sessions. Thank you, presiding officer.
Thanks, guest Nilesh. That was indeed very much insightful for us as well. And the good news is that we will be starting with the hybrid meeting soon for two simple reasons. One reason that certain people find it more at home with the offline meeting. And number two, during the pandemic, many dedicated people have joined us from across the globe, I would say. So they should not be deprived of us, and we should not be deprived of their skill sets. That's why the hybrid meeting. So we won't be going 100% offline, or we won't be doing even 100% online going forward. So the timelines are not finalized. We are working at the back end regarding that. So hybrid meetings would be the future of Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest. assurance from our end, and we are looking forward to address you as Toastmaster Nilesh very soon. Now, let's move forward to our another guest Hansa. We would like to hear from you as well. Over to you, Hansa.
Hi, Hansa. Are you there? I think, I believe she is facing some audio issue.
Okay. Not a problem. So now, before we conclude with today's meeting, I would like to again remind that next Sunday, that is coming Sunday, 13th March 2022, we have our club level contest for the prepared speech as well as the table topic speech. As I had stated in my last meeting itself, to participate in the prepared speech contest, you need to complete your 2 levels. I mean the 2 levels of pathways. And for the table topic, the good news is that there is no criteria as such. The only criteria is you need to be a Toastmaster. That's it. So I would like to urge the guests to be a Toastmaster. So you will be able to avail the dual benefits of being a performer as well as the audience. So pull up your socks that way. And with this, I would like to transfer the control to the TMOD to conclude the meeting. Over to you, Chandra.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer TTM Kunal, for closing address and guest feedback. And with that, the meeting comes to an end, and I would like to officially adjourn the meeting, and the meeting room will be open for general chit chat and fellowship.